Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Monday. Happy Motivational Monday, everyone. Come on down. We're getting busy. I'm getting my earbuds on so I can hear what the heck's going on and see you. Hello, hello. Are you excited for Monday? I sure hope so, because we have got a big week ahead of us. For those of you who are in our Vibrant Body Detox, can I just tell you, is this not thebomb.com? We just got some more in. If you want to join late, you can still get on it. You know, we're started today, but who cares? You know, the point is start. Go to savingdinner.com/restore to find out all about it and to get the webinar. There's my girl Mimi and Vicky, and I saw a whole bunch of other people that are just hopping on. Thank you so much for showing up and suiting up. Julie's in the house. So's Anna. Very good to have you aboard. You know what? I love the fact that you keep showing up. Corliss, I just saw your big win on our in our Hot Melt Sprint group. Love that. This is the Daily Dish Show, by the way, where we put vibrancy back into your heart, mind, body, and soul. That's how we do it. You want vibrancy in your life? Check all those boxes, right? Hi, Patsy. Anyway, we're going to start with our quote, because we always do this. We've got a new supplement of the week. For those of you who follow our supplements of the week, this is a great way to stock up, save some cash, and to keep yourself well stocked up. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. This is the way you should be doing it. One of the happiest moments in life is when you let go of the things you cannot change. Holy cow. Ooh, I'm fanning myself over this one. This one's hot. You know why it's hot? Because this is what we need to hear right now. Especially, you know, for those of us who've just been a little shell-shocked over the week, it's time for us to make a determination on where we want to go with our lives, right? I think if we look at our lives like this every single solitary day and not just, you know, take up time, take up space, take up air, we start to see things in a very different way. A very different way. Time becomes precious. And I don't know about you, but time to me is super precious. We got a lot going on here, so I want to stay in tune. So anyway, come on in. I told you supplement of the week. You can find our supplements of the week always, same link, savingdinner.com/show. I will not be offended if you open another tab on your laptop. I will not. Here it is. It's called Crave Crusher. I don't know how many times I've said this. I will not be without this supplement. It is absolutely the bomb. I mean, let me just say this. True confessions. In the day, I took diet pills. I had a father-in-law who was a physician. He was like, "You want fen-phen? Here you go. Here's your fen-phen." So I took that and raced my heart, made me feel sick, kept me up, but boy, did I lose weight. This, to me, has the same effect. I don't think about food. You know, and I'm a foodie, I'm a junkie, I am addicted. I've shared my addiction stuff before. But I'm telling you, these four, this is thebomb.com. Put 3 in your cart, and take it all back. Put 4 in your cart. We'll calculate it as if you put 3. We'll give you free shipping, and you know, you're gonna get a boatload of these. I'm telling you, the best. Get Crave Crusher. Go to savingdinner.com/show, and you'll find out all about the supplement and why it is thebomb.com. The other thing, I've had people, we just finished the sprint, and my goodness, all of those results that are rolling in are just making me just a little teary. You guys did great. You did great. And how do you feel? That's the big thing, because you know, today we're going to be talking, you know, a lot about this whole thing about being the creator of your life. Because how you feel is ultimately at the end of the line there, isn't it? It's not just about genes. It's not just about losing weight. It's not just about having a new job, new house, or whatever. There's things involved. because ultimately we have to keep rolling it back and asking all the questions, okay? We'll talk about that. So I've had people asking me, what's that white stuff? You put it on your teeth, here it is right here. It's called L-Glutamine. I'm gonna share it with you. L-Glutamine, great deal for this too as well. You get your finger wet, or you don't even have to, you just have to have a clean finger. You put it just like this, teeth and gums, like this, gums, tongue. It cuts off cravings right there like that. So I just showed you Crave Crusher. That's gonna last you all day. Immediate jonesing for something and I'm like, I'm gonna fall. There's stuff in front of me. Somebody brought donuts to the office. This will knock it out. I'm not kidding you. This is as a matter of fact, a friend of mine who's a psychiatrist, that's an MD, you know. She only deals with addicts, and guess what she found? That if you can knock out the jonesing portion of things, that goes right to the pleasure zone, because we do all have a pleasure zone in our head. That's how you get rid of it. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a cigarette, it could be methamphetamine, it could be a donut. Whatever it is, knocks it out. Love that stuff. There'll be a link in the chat. You watch. It'll come up. I talk about this stuff all the time just simply because I want, you get success when you can use your tools and start to take care of some things that are just kind of getting in the way, right? Don't you always have stuff that is getting in the way? I do. We all do. And I don't want to be obsessed with thinking about food. I don't want to be obsessed with diets and scales and this, that, and the other thing. This is what we call the carousel of crazy. We get off of that by simply using tools, using science to our advantage. That's what these supplements are all about. That's why I share these things with you, because it is a needle mover, especially if you've just had way too much space in your head taken up with all this garbage. It's time to get back to focusing on our lives, for heaven's sakes. There's a lot of life there to live, right? So I also have the quote deck for you. Man, these things are flying out the door. Grab them now. Grab them, because I don't want you to miss out. savingdinner.com/quote. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow know what you truly want to become. Isn't that a beautiful? Steve Jobs, he said that. And we have 52 in here, one for each week. We give you this adorable little wooden stand to go with it so you can have this in your environment. Because I'm going to tell you what, you set up your environments for success, you're going to find yourself slowly starting to change, because what you think about, you bring about. This will help you to flip some of that negative thinking and make you feel like, you know what, you've got the next thing. You've got the next thing. You're to the next level. It is incremental, It's not just snap your fingers and there it is. It is incremental. I can live with that. Can you live with incremental? You know what? The time's going to go by anyway. That's how I think about it. In 1 year, whatever, God willing, I'm still going to be here. So if I'm going to be here, why wouldn't I want to put my energy and my focus into the things I actually want instead of just letting stuff pass me by? Set up an intentional environment that shows you and supports you in what you want in your life. This is what we talk about all the time. And there's a good reason why. This is the way it's done. So anyway, we got all of that. This Thursday, I got a little bit of a pop-up webinar. Are you ready for it? We're going to be talking about how to create gorgeous skin. I want you there. It's going to be great, because you know what? Gorgeous skin, people always ask. Listen, I went from a rosacea face and not just having cute little pink cheeks. No, I got the there's different kinds of rosacea that was inflammatory rosacea. That's what they call it. And it just was like oozing crap just coming out of my face. I've got a picture. You'll see pictures of my skin before and after. I'm going to explain the whole thing to you and how this is such a successful thing. I will say to you, and this, it's all about the beta support. It's all about the collagen. There's that, dropping a hint, but there's so much more to it than that. There is so much more to it. Beautiful skin really does start from within. And if you want to get to that and be a part of it, savingdinner.com/skin, we're going to talk about it. Because, if you want to hear about like who has pretty skin, have you seen these ads, these anti-aging ads where they show oh, no more wrinkles, and they've got a 20-year-old model. Does that not tick you off? You know what that does to me? That just makes me go, you have absolutely no credibility whatsoever. But I will tell you, I'm a 62-year-old woman with great skin, and I had to fight my way to get it. Had to. Because of the rosacea, because of everything that was going on, and autoimmune disease, had to fight my way there. And the things that I learned are going to be here on this webinar. So your skin, nails, and hair, it's all connected. The way your joints feel, the way your muscles feel, the way the pain, equivalency in your body, all connected. And I'm going to share all of this with you. SavingDinner.com/skin. Okay, pass it on. You want to be there. It's going to be good stuff. So we got all that stuff going on. And I'm telling you what, I'm on fire this week. How about you? Are you on fire this week? I'm on fire because I set some very exact goals, some very exciting goals for my life, for my business, for everybody around me. I'm on fire about that. I cannot wait for the day to start. I put my feet on the ground and say, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, Marianne just sent me some fireballs. I'll take them. It's so good. And we call this Motivational Monday because motivation really does get the momentum going. Motivation is the spark for that fire. It's so good. So good to understand that. So good to embody that. But to take it a step further, we have to understand that what we're doing when we do something, we are actually creating something, right? Because motivation will never happen in a non-movement type of a thing. You can't get it from just standing still. We need that momentum. Action creates our motivation. We've talked about that so much. But we get to be our own creators of our lives. Our own creators of our lives. When we are our own creators of our lives, we get motivated from that, don't we? I do. Holy cow. Are you kidding? I get to create this. I get to create the next level of this business that I'm so blessed to have. I get to create the next level of my fitness. I get to create the next level of my health. That's the terms. Those are the terms that I think about, and I'm just inviting you to come along board. You know why? Because when you start to think in those terms, not, oh, I got to do the sprint again. Oh, this vibrant body detox. I don't know about that. When we get to this place of just like, that doesn't do a thing for us. That just keeps us right where we were, right where we don't want to be. Do we want another year on repeat, or do we want to say, shift, change, everybody, it's like musical chairs for your life. You're just done with it, and you're going to get a darn chair. When that music stops, your butt's going to be in a chair. That's how I look at it, because I get competitive with myself, I get competitive with my goals, and I stay on fire with it because here it is in front of me. In front of me. When it's in front of me, in my environment, when it's in front of me with my goals, I've got them here in my journal, and I'm doing something every single day to get there, things start to change. You can't help it. You can't help it. And when that starts to happen, you get excited. And when that starts to happen, you keep going. And what do we have here then, ladies? We've got momentum. We've got momentum. Sarah, you are so funny. But here's the thing I want to put into your bonnet, if I can be a little bee and put a bee in your bonnet. When you decide that you are going to create your life, there's no crowdsourcing allowed, y'all. We get our nutritional information from crowdsourcing sometimes. We get a lot of information from crowdsourcing. True? Can you validate this with the science? Can you validate it with your life? Do you think that you're playing for an audience, or do you think for a minute that you get to orchestrate, decide, and choose absolutely every little tidbit that comes into your life? Do you? Because if you do, you are the creator of your own life. When you decide that you're going to crowdsource and ask everybody what their opinions are, you're not. When you decide to be the creator, you don't care what their opinions are. You just bless their hearts and move on, as they do in the South. Because we have this capability at any time when we decide to take back the reins of our lives and stop giving it away to everybody else. You know? What do you think? What do you think? I mean, practically asking our dogs what they think. You know? It's your business. It's your life. You have one short life to live here. One short life. What are you going to do with it? I want you to think in those terms because, you know, a woman I know online who actually she created one of our websites way back when. By the way, we're in the middle of a big website build. Wait till you see. Everything's going to be different. Kiss my ashes. I love it. That's so funny. And she lost her husband. She's 37 years old. She lost her husband in a motorcycle accident this last week. What does that tell you? That tells you that life is short. Every day has to be embraced with the heart of a creator, with the idea that you're going to live your best life today, not tomorrow, not next week. You're not going to plan for it and plan for it and plan for it or procrastinate and put it off or whatever. No, you're going to step into it on the daily, because when you do it daily, it comes into your life as habit. It comes into your life as just what it is that you do, who you are. It becomes your identity. Your identity. I love that so much because, you know, I don't want to, I give my vibrancy away when I give away the right to be the creator of my own destiny. Do you know that? And you need people on your team, sure, but where you are with your life is up to you. It's your determination. It's your ship to sail. You know, you get to do this. You do. So how do we do this? I mean, how do we get to this place of saying, okay, I'm going to do this. This is it. She's right. I'm going to do this. We need to really start with the why. You've heard this 100 times. And I've got a formula that I use in my own life that really helps to get super clarity. And that is that you ask yourself, why? Why do I want to do this? Well, I want to lose weight so I feel better. Why do you want to feel better? Well, I want to be able to do things with my kids. What do you mean you want to be able to do things with my kids? I want to get on the swings with them. I want to be able to climb the jungle gym. I want to go to the amusement park. I want to travel. You know, I mean, you start to think and start to connect the dots on how this why is so big and how this why goes all the way down into your heart and connects you, heart and soul, to really that vibrancy that you want. It's not about a pair of jeans. It will never be about a pair of jeans. We get to say, hey, look, new jeans, yay. But is it that? No. That is the happy coincidence that you get from pursuing vibrancy with all of your heart. When we pursue that, and when we are the ones who are defining exactly what that vibrancy looks like in our lives, then we get to have that. You can't have it when you don't understand what it is for you. You know? What lights you up? What makes you sparkle? What makes you say, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm going to say no to that stuff because this is so much more important. This is so much bigger. And it lights you up. When we created our vibrant vision boards, do you remember? And did you see Lucy's in the Hot Melt Sprint group? Did you see Sarah's? Those lit me up. I can only imagine what their creators felt. Their creators felt that. And I've shared my vibrant vision board that I had with the house on the water. Guess what's outside my window? Water. You know, these are the things that light us up. These are the things that create motivation because we're creating our lives as we go. Being a creator, how about that? I mean, isn't that a powerful place to be? I think it's the most powerful place in the whole world. And when you declare that you are, I am a creator of my life, boy, oh boy. Is anybody lighting up over this? I am. Can you tell? I just think this is the most marvelous thing in the world. Put your arms around it. Embrace it. Be it. You know, this is the stuff that you need to be putting into your mind, not going over and over and reliving things and whining and doing all the crap that's never worked before. Instead, make a determination and choose today and say, I decided today that I am the creator of my own life. Wow. what is going to happen? What doors are going to open up? What imagination, what creativity are you going to have as a creator? As a creator. You're a creator. Good. Vicky's lighting up. Lucy's lit up. I love it. We get to go beyond. We get to go beyond when we're a creator. We get to go beyond just, oh, I just want this, or oh, I just want that. That's nothing. Because when we are lit up and we are doing the things that turn us on, when we're turned on, do you know we're doing God's work? Because our purpose suddenly starts to become clear. We are helping other people. We are doing things, and then boom, there it is. Wow, there you are. You get to figure this stuff out because it all starts landing in your lap. Because you've changed direction, you know? Instead of sailing into the abyss, you're sailing your ship into the life of your dreams. It's a complete change. This is the mindset piece that we have to have in place. So create a vibrant vision board, for heaven's sakes. I am telling you, it will light you up, for heaven's sakes. So that's number one. Your why needs to light you up, right? Duh. It was what you're probably saying to me, but yeah, your why needs to light you up. And if you don't understand your why, keep asking questions until finally you go, aha, there it is. Number two, stay educated. Have you heard me say this before? Your education is helping to determine what your why is. When you educate yourself and when you build yourself up, there's no more just going, what? I don't know what to do. I don't get it, but okay. But when you know and you're going, yeah, I'm doing this because of this, and this is going to make me do this, it just somersaults itself into a magic of momentum. When we understand this and we get educated, when we see the science behind it, then we can really start going, you know what? Not only do I feel this, I believe this. When we instill things into our belief systems, they become a part of what we do. Isn't that exciting? I think that's like everything. It becomes a part of our belief system. It's no longer a thing over here or a thing over there. It is a part of who we are. And that is who we identify with, and that is who we become. Part of the journey. So excellent. And remember this, your focus creates the flow in your life. That's right. That's where your energy goes. You know all of that. Feed it regularly. Get yourself, come to my webinars, my free, for heaven's sakes. Listen to these shows, read our blog posts, ask questions, get into community. That's next, but we'll talk about it. But all of this stuff, it's all part of the momentum thing. And the momentum thing is part of the motivation thing. Do you see that? The M's, they're all going together. Oh, I'll add another M, 3 M's. Motivation, momentum equals magic. Magic. You just won't believe what happens in your life. And you know what? It gets easier as you go. You might be a little uncomfortable at first, but doesn't it get easier? Number 3 is create checkpoints in your life. We have checkpoints. Have you ever seen, I've been in a checkpoint before when people are like, the cops are pulling people over on New Year's. It's a checkpoint. Make sure you're not drunk, right? I get it. Checkpoints. Checkpoints to make sure you're moving along. So this is why when we do the sprint, we weigh and measure, really important. And then at the very end, we weigh and measure again. We want to see the progress. When we have checkpoints, we have a starting point. Checkpoints equals starting points. Starting points for GPS, when you've got a goal and you want to get somewhere, that's absolutely crucial. So this is the same thing for us because, we're all a little competitive. Sometimes we're competitive with ourselves. Sometimes we're competitive with others. It doesn't really matter. Whatever turns your key. But the point is when you know a little something different about yourself, then you can do a little something different about yourself. When you see how far you've come, you're going to be so much less likely to, go do something you don't really want to do in the long run. It's really important. Number 4, community creates accountability because, at some point we all need to be accountable, don't we? And community gets us away from being isolationists. Community gets us into the place of having somebody who's got our back. And if you're in our community, you know this. You know how incredible our community stands head and shoulders above most communities, I would say. Absolutely, 1000% Have you noticed that? There's everybody, if somebody says, hey, this is going on in my life and it's something vulnerable, you got 15 people on you in 5 minutes to say, here I am, I'm praying for you. You matter to me. I care. And if you come in there and you're saying, well, I'm new, I don't quite get this, 15 people right there. How can I help? Here's what you need to know. Here's where you go. Here's how we can help. And if you can't get that answer there, here's where you need to go to support at savingdinner.com. There are people there because that's how we roll in community. We have each other's backs. We create a sisterhood. And I will tell you, if this group was not like this, I'd shut the whole thing down. I've shut a lot of groups down that we've had. I shut them down because if you're not, if you're apathetic and you're not interested, okay, fine. But in our group, it is not like that. And when you feel a part of something, it makes all the difference. And if you want to go a step further and light this thing on fire, you get yourself an accountability partner. Body Clutter Buddies are just the best. And I will tell you, I have a lot of women who have Body Clutter Buddies, and they crush it. Every time I keep seeing more success, more success, more success. And it's not just in, hey, my jeans are shaking, I got to get new clothes, or I've lost this weight or whatever. They're getting health goals met. They're getting vibrancy goals met. And I'm noticing just the tone of the way that they post, the way that they do things. And some of them that I'm so lucky to have as coaching clients, their lives are completely changed. You know why? They are pursuing vibrancy with everything that they've got. They understand their why, and their motivation is on the daily basis. They get up, put their feet on the floor, and they're ready for the next thing. They've planned, they prepared, and they're excited about their actual lives. What about that? I mean, that's so awesome. And then, here's the thing you need to understand too about this whole community piece. There's studies. I've got 9 studies that show that being in community creates the success that we're all looking for. Being a lone ranger doesn't cut it. We need each other. There's a big heart place. A lot of us are going, oh man, we feel so isolated after all of this, and we're doing it online. And I'm saying, as soon as this whole thing is over, you're gonna be doing it here at my house, on my boat, on my lake, because we will have an amazing in-person workshop. That's happening. But right now, we're doing it the way we have to, right? We're doing it the way we have to. So be a part of this, be a part of this, because this is going to feed your hungry soul. It's going to connect you up with women who've got your back and understand exactly what it is that you need. And then the other thing that I want to say is that oh no, I guess this is all of it. Is it? I guess. Number 6, I think. I don't know where I am on numbers. Somebody else do my numbering. I can't number. But self-care. Good grief. Self-care. Self-care is part of the things that we do, but it's also a great reward. Because, what have we done in the past before? How have we rewarded ourselves for something that's happened? Well, we get a promotion at work, we go out, and we go to the Mexican place and eat more baskets of chips than you can imagine, eat nachos and margaritas for days, and come home and say, the next day, wake up and just go, oh, at the time it seemed like a good idea, but it just didn't work out real well, did it? So we can do something different. What self-care thing, when I hear self-care thing from me, I bought some new workout clothes. Who's going to see them? No one, but I felt cute in them. So that's enough. I do it enough for me, right? That's enough. What else did I do? How about some fresh flowers? Go next time you're at the store, buy yourself some fresh flowers. Buy a little potted plant or something. Just say, you know what? Whatever. And here's the big differentiator. You ready? I'm going to drop some bombs on you. When you get home, you look at it and you say, I love these flowers. I'm worth it. I am worth these. I did all this work. I'm working really hard. I'm staying focused. I'm creating my environment. I'm creating my life, for heaven's sakes. I am worth these flowers. I don't want you to say, well, it's an indulgent. I'm not going to do it next time. And I'll dismiss all of that and just throw it all under the rug. No, you're worth it. You are worth it. What about that? What about saying, I am worth it? You're worth the energy. You're worth the time. You're worth the creation of a beautiful life, a vibrant life. You're worth all of it. And that's where I want you to land right now today. Both feet. Don't dismiss your worth by dismissing your reward. Your reward is you're worth it. You're worth all of it. And this is where you need to start. This is where we need to be. This is the place of creation. Your life. It's yours. You own it. You get to steer the ship. You know, no one else does. You do. How fun is that, right? Get on this stuff. You know, get on your creating your own vibrant vision board. You know, get some old magazines. I know you're ready to declutter them anyway, right? We're all getting organized in January. Start clipping out some pictures of things that just get you, some phrases that pop out at you, all of it. You know, this is how we start to create the life that we want. It's a visual. We have a visual of it in our environment. We've got it in our fuel source, in our refrigerators. We've got it in our heads when we start to fix on the things that are going to create that needle to move. It's all about that. Heart, mind, body, and soul. That's how we create the vibrancy that we want. And you get to create the definition to what your vibrancy looks like. Isn't that so fun? I hope you feel empowered. I hope you feel excited because today is Monday. What are you going to do today? You going to go out and start creating this vibrancy that we're talking about? I sure hope so, because I see this for all of you. And my intention as I sat down to do this show, I always set an intention for the show, is that you'd feel sparkly inside, that you'd feel excited, and that you would be that one who says, yes, I am a creator for my life. Yummy stuff. Alrighty then. I will see you Thursday, right? Don't forget to sign up, saveyoudid.com/skin. We're going to learn all about that, how to get the skincare from within so that it is without. And we're also going to be talking about, we have great stuff coming up. Lots of great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Transformational Tip Tuesday. Peace be with you.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.